the people who with the damn sense always fail the damn police test every time.
I don't know. I guess because they was like he was, I guess, too trigger happy. But like shit, look what the police we got out there these days. Shit.
I guess
Fucked
they
up
said he
out
was
here.
too happy to. I guess they figured, nigga, you crazy, you want to be a police officer. It must be something wrong with
Um,
What's up, world? Welcome
you.
to
But shit,
episode 25, man.
yeah,
I'm Rob Genesis.
I'm JJ Moss,
skinny red.
aka
Man,
Cool.
what is Cool Red, man? Got your Officer Ricky shades on. I see.
You got his rock shades on. All you gotta do is the eyebrow.
The People's Champ, man. The People's Champ is here. All right, man. I want to get
Be
into
hating
this
now.
week,
Don't be
man.
hating.
I want to ask y'all this, man. In y'all opinion, what era is the golden age of hip hop? What you feel like? What artists and what age group and year group do you think is the golden age they'll be remembered for?
And we got 10 years, right? A 10-year gap.
10 year span. 10 year
I would
span.
honestly
I'm gonna
say,
say
I would honestly say, 2013 on to now. We in it right now. I feel like it probably lit up probably 2023. But for the golden age of rap, I think we in it.
As of right now, I
I would,
like that opinion. I
I would
like
honestly
that.
say we in it.
okay. Okay.
Cause
How,
when
bro?
you
Come
think
on.
about
You
the
got
other
you gotta come with
timeline,
it on this one. You said 2013 and that?
yeah, to now.
Man, name
It's
me
fucking.
five artists off the rip. Off the rip. That's influential from that time span. Off the
It
rip.
right now. You got Lil
Hmm?
Baby. You got Da
Okay.
Baby. You got Drake
Okay.
in there. You got Rick Ross in there. You got Future in there. You got Gotti in there. You got Pooh Shiesty in there. You got a whole fucking league of talent right now with the best production. You got Freddie Gibbs in there. This is the time where it's more quality rap out there in it. It's so good right now, you can select and choose who the fuck to listen to. It's so good right
Man.
now. Back in 2000, everybody listened to the same shit. 2004, everybody listened to the same shit.
But everything kind of the same in this era too, though, because it's the same shit. Everybody feel juggers and so forth. Because in your realm that you put, you
No,
throwing Future in there.
I
Would
think
you
he did
say
say Future.
influential?
no, you
You
talking
said
about
Future.
you? Yeah, Future. Future is influential. How many? What rapper
Yeah,
you know on
I
hip
I
hop
ain't gonna
star
take that
status?
away from him. Huh?
The only person up there with Drake is probably Future right now. With Drake, Future probably the closest one.
Hmm.
What would you say on that one, Mark? What you think?
Mm, I probably put maybe I still put Wayne in that category because you still got a lot of
No,
13,
you still
13. He was slowly dying by 13, bro.
but you still had a lot of Lil Wayne wannabes coming around that time. Like you still got that today. You can't
Yeah, you
say
got your young thugs.
a lot of these artists ain't Lil Wayne Juniors. You can't say they not.
Okay.
I can't
Okay.
say Lil Wayne because Young Thug got a whole different. Young Thug in his own little realm, bro.
Nah, I wasn't
But to
talking about
me,
Young Thug. It's still other artists that they look at Wayne a lot. How like a lot of artists probably looked at Jay-Z and Nas and shit like that.
I get that right there. Before right now, individual style, like even right now, everybody can look. You can look your thing. You can dress the way you want and still be accepted. Back when we were coming up, bro, you had to look a certain way, act a certain way. It was like you had to be gangster. Now, one thing I like about music now, it's like that gangster shit out of style. Acting tough all the time, that shit out of
You
style,
can't
bro.
necessarily say that everybody wasn't just gangster. You still had people who wanted to be different. You know what I'm saying? Even
You
then, we
still
could
had
talk
like
about
the
it.
backpackers. You still
You still
had
had
like
the backpackers, the college students, the college dropout type swag, the polo
And what?
dudes. You
And you
you
talking
always
about?
could
Oh,
stick out.
you talking about 2003? You talking about 2003?
Yeah, around that time, 2005. You talking about what era you talking about? You said everybody got
Who?
dressed gangster.
Who? I said I'm talking about like the 2002, 2003. Everybody dressed the same, bro. Everybody had their throwback on, their big bag jeans, their white t-shirt, and their chain, bro. Nowadays, motherfucker wear anything.
Now, one thing I
It
will
still
agree
be
with my
successful.
mom is that you can. It is basically to the point where you can be different and be accepted. It's like there's a lane for everyone in today's rap game, as far as the market and shit like that. Like everyone has their lane, and even though a lot of people may not agree with probably like the Lil Uzi Verts and shit like that, but everybody got their lane. Everybody got their audience.
Okay. All right. So let me ask you, Miles, what years you'll say? What's your decade?
My decade. The decade that he was basically kind of talking down on, but I like that decade as far as like the early 2000s because of the mixtape era. Like you had the G Unit mixtapes, you had the fucking Deep Block mixtapes, you had the Gangsta Grill mixtapes. Like I love that fucking mixtape era. Like that shit was
And it's crazy that you say that because my era, I was gonna choose, man, was gonna be 2000, 2002 to 2012. The
because
reason why,
Man,
because then we got Good Kid, Mad City. We got to see J. Cole coming to it. We see Drake come start from where he is and come up. And shit, you still got some playability in some of that music. I go back and listen to it. Shit, I listen to trap music. I listen to urban legend. I go listen to some old Gucci, some old G's. You
like
know what I'm saying? I feel
it's just
like
what I'm
that
talking
was
about.
I go
That whole mixtape era, like
Dipset.
the whole Dipset, the whole Brick Squad. Like even if you weren't a fan of that, it wasn't nowhere you wasn't hearing this shit. Like when Gotti was hitting the streets, with, like hitting with the cocaine music and all that.
Oh, you forgot about
and I'm
that,
with you.
Red. You forgot about
No, I
that.
did not forget about that.
And then
No,
just
I didn't.
Dedication, dedication, no ceilings.
I took all of that. I took all of that into consideration. However, it did, like even I was the most avid Gucci Man fan then. And you gotta remember at that time right there, everybody was doing the same thing. Everybody was listening to shit they bumped in high school 10 years straight. Just recently, people put down the Gucci and the Jeezy. I tried to go back and listen to the old Gucci. I was crazy about Gucci. It didn't have that sound. I'm like, what the hell? And back when I used to listen to it, folks like, how you listen to Gucci? This shit sound retarded. Bro, I went back and listened. I was like, God damn. Now that the other rap caught up so much, it do sound bad now.
so do
And
you
see,
think? I don't mean to cut you off. So do you think that this era is it like where I say 10 years from now? Do you think they gonna have more playback value?
Without a shadow of a doubt. And I like to judge it based on this. Y'all remember Mr. Don't Play? Mr. Don't Play.
what era
Y'all
though?
remember
What
that?
era is that? What
I
era is
know.
that?
I'm giving you that. I'm giving you that. And you remember the impact of that CD? It's a lot of
Yes,
that
bro.
shit dropping right now in Memphis, especially in Memphis, Tennessee. This is the
But shit,
golden
Memphis
time
just
right
killing
now
his
to
period
really
right now.
Man,
killing
that
it
era
right
I
now.
told that era we chose, man, think about it, bro. You got Blueprint One, you got Black Album, you got College Dropout,
Get Rich or Die
Graduation,
Trying,
Get Rich or Die Trying, bro. It's crazy in
the
that era.
documentary,
Nigga, Stank
come,
on you,
what else?
Speaker Box.
Come Home with
Come on,
Me.
man. Nigga, Cushion Orange Juice,
See, I was gonna bring up
bro.
the Wiz Khalifa
Currency.
mixtape era. I was gonna bring that up.
Red, you smoking
Oh
rocks,
shit!
man.
And I
Hey, even
You
the
smoking
currency
give
rocks.
y'all
mixtapes, even
credit.
the currency
And that
mixtapes.
shit was good. It was good for the time we was in college. It was good for that, bro. But as far as future, you gotta give credit to these young folks, bro. Just think of Young Blue with that
With
Time
that,
Heal song. But you ever thought he would have made some shit like that? You would have ever thought Young Blue would make a song like that? She say time heals, and that's Boosie artist. That's a little Boosie
yeah, that's
artist
Boosie
coming
artist.
like that.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
You get what
he
I'm
making
saying,
money
man?
out there too. He
Now
making
that's
he
You get what
making.
now
I'm
that's one
saying,
thing
man?
I'm not. That's one thing. That's why
Yeah.
I fuck with you, Red, because you're not afraid to to give these young kids they props and shit like that. And that's why I get that vibe from you.
Yeah.
That's what I get that,
Mhm.
and I'm to the point where I'm willing to give them that chance. Like even if may not be the biggest fan of their music, but I support what they doing because a lot of these artists they making this money. They really making the money that a lot of these artists from the early 2000s
Man,
and probably the 90s or shit, even the 80s wish they could make because they was getting jerked in these contracts. And a lot of these
Yep.
young kids, they much
and this what
smarter than what we know they are.
and what I really like about this new young generation, you got to give it to them, bro. It wasn't no old label putting them on. These folks did that shit by themselves. Think about the
But it's
hardest folks
also
in
a
Memphis
thing.
right now. Hold on, let me finish. Think about the hardest folks in Memphis, bro. A lot of them ain't even signed to Memphis artists. So just think about the struggle they had to go through. You gotta give them young people props, bro.
Yeah, I can give them props, but man, it's so much music that you should put a cap on how much music you release, because sometimes people release so much fucking music, it oversaturated. You ain't even looking for the shit no more. That's what happened to Migos. We was on
That's
them at
what's going
first,
on
bro.
with.
Then it's just
That's
so
what's
much. When you hear the artist so much, it's saturated. But I gotta say, for the work ethic that Juice World put in, I give you your props on it. Because dude made some good music that's gonna still be getting listened to for years. But other Juice World, a lot of them folks, man, I probably won't go back and listen to. Some of them I might listen to their album once, twice. I ain't
so
go
you
back
mean
to
to
it.
tell me? Let me talk about your boy. So you still listen to the Wiz Khalifa? You still bumping Currency?
Yes, yesterday. It was
No, you
420.
you still
What's
listen to
wrong with
New
you?
Currency? Let's just be real. You
New
still listen to the
Currency?
New Currency?
I didn't listen to his latest album,
Name
but the
me.
one before that I did. But I did listen to the one before that. I ain't listen to the
No,
new one because I was like, bro, he took me out with too much.
all right, bro. I'm gonna
Yeah.
ask you right here. Out of his last 5 albums, name two. Name me two of them. Name me two of them out of the last 5. Can you name me two of them? Since you them your people so
I
much.
can't. I can't. It's just I put it on and play, bro. It's so many of them motherfuckers. I can't even tell you. Currency dropped like 3 mixtapes a
Can you
damn what?
can you name me your now you trying to damn my generation since your generation brought it so wrong. You should be still checking on them, right?
Might choose
You
somebody else
goddamn
other
right
than
you stop
currency.
listening to that shit and
You,
you be
you
naming
ain't
folks
say
you don't listen to
Wiz.
too.
You ain't
Wiz
say
Khalifa.
Wiz.
Wiz, what's his last CD?
Which one? I be going back to ONIFC. That's my favorite joint right
Yeah,
there.
I know that was your favorite right there.
I got
Yeah,
I
I
gotta get
always go back to that. I even go back to
yeah,
Cushion
bro.
Orange Juice. I play that every other day, maybe.
You still checking on Young Buck?
My hell no. But
Bro, now, you my boys though, man. Them your
not
boys,
no
man.
no no not
I
since the
I
10
I, I would I,
mixtapes.
I
Nah,
would
The
admit
10
I
and,
mixtapes was hard, bro.
I checked
They
out
were
his
hard.
and
mixtape
Mouth,
that
you
he got with Drummer Boy.
and,
I checked out that mixtape, the one back on
and
my
Mouth,
book
you still
shit.
checking for and Mouth,
Huh?
you still checking for Woo Flock and Mouth, you still checking for Woo Flock and Frenchie? You
I
said
wasn't a Brick Squad fan. I wasn't a Brick Squad
no,
fan
you
coming up.
I
just
mean,
said
there's a
Bristol was your boys. You said
They,
Bristol was
they
your
ain't my
boys, man.
boys. I wasn't a Brick
nah.
Squad fan coming up. I wasn't no Brick
Hold
Squad
on, I
fan.
got one better
I
for
was
you. When was
Dipset.
the last time you
I was
checked out that?
Dipset.
When was the last time you checked out that new D Block?
Shit, I checked out that
I bumped
Lox
that.
album. The last Lox
And
album they put out.
yeah, DMX was on that joint too. They had a little video for
That
it, man.
last D Block was hard. That last D
Yeah,
Block was hard.
it
Slam it.
The
was.
last Lox
What's
album was
y'all
really
favorite
good.
track on that joint?
Shit, the one
What was
what's
y'all
the one they
favorite
got?
jam off that hoe?
I like Ain't About Shit with DMX.
Ah,
Off
cool.
that
That
hoe.
video was
Yeah,
hard
the joint
too.
ain't about shit. DMX ripped it.
Yeah, he ripped that hoe.
Okay, I'm gonna have to check out D Block because I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. The old rappers I can still listen to right now. It's like my boy I said, Ricky
T.I.
Ross. Ricky Ross holding it down, bro.
And then in
T.I.
the
Rick
era we
Ross,
chose, Rick Ross released so
they holding
many
it down.
5 mixtapes. Hey, go ahead, plenty of 5 mixtapes.
But
I
the
mean,
reason I
okay.
like this because right now you see the ones who stood the test of time right now. That's what I like about now. Because everybody
Yeah.
through that era that was bumping with y'all, they still should be around right now if they lay it down. And most of them are. That's why I picked this time. This the golden age. This the last Kobe.
Especially
Yeah,
Jay Z.
y'all
That man
we
survived. He
right
survived.
now y'all we watching Jordan, Kobe, and LeBron last games and don't even know it.
You said who?
Kobe, Bron, and Michael Jordan, we watching their last games and don't even know it. Like, bro, the shit Rick Ross do for hip hop, it done became regular. People don't even look
Yeah,
like they don't know they use Rick Ross house coming to America too. Shit like that,
yeah, they did.
and people don't
Yeah,
give Rick Ross no praise. Like he
That,
just a regular. You get what I'm saying?
now my thing is with Ross, I always wonder like, okay, I might not been like the biggest Ross fan, but I kept up with his albums and mixtapes and shit like that. And I always felt like dude was like mad underrated. Like people, like come on now, especially when 50 was basically to a point where he can fucking stop careers. Basically, you can say 50 lost it. Rick Ross didn't stop. He kept going. He kept coming out with hits, coming out with mixtapes, coming out with albums.
Rick Ross done surpassed Biggie, but don't nobody give him the credit for it.
And then you gotta think, Rick Ross come from the early 2000s. Well, hell, he come from the 90s era. He was with Swab House back in the day.
Let's slip and slide.
Yeah,
Nah, he was with Swab House first. Then he got to slip and slide.
Because I remember the Trina
video. He had the he had that tight ass jersey on.
Yeah.
So he come from that era. Like he basically he's someone that definitely stood the test of time.
Definitely.
So we all can agree on one thing, that the 90s rap has officially been surpassed by now.
I can say it. I can kind of say it because certain 90s shit I go back and listen to. It's like certain 90s shit, like I listen to some old Common or Lauryn Hill album. This shit never get old.
It definitely certain albums you try to go back to and listen to. Like, damn, I listen.
Matter of fact, like I just put Red on. Some Red didn't even know about off Aquemini, Liberation by Outkast. Boy didn't even know about it. 90s shit.
No, not Liberation, bro.
And then Basshead Jazz by CeeLo. Yeah, yes sir. Basshead Jazz. Yes sir. And it's from the 90s. Sometimes you gotta dig in them crates, man. Go ahead, listen back to some shit. Hey, and by the way, that Method Man and Redman versus was dope. That was like a real concept.
I watched the rest of it this morning while I was at work because I ended up falling asleep on it. Shit, I saw EPMD come out. Shit, that shit was wild, man.
That shit was tired. My Redman had so much energy, bro. That shit was dope, bro.
They had me tripping. They was talking about the comments and shit like this. Said we don't need a Walker's cane, some Epsom sauce baths and all this shit. I said these niggas stupid as hell.
Yeah. All right, man. Before we get out of here, man, thank you, man. Shout out to George Floyd's family out there. I just want to throw that out there, man. Justice, bro.
Yeah, I really hope they're able to really get some real justice because, you know, shit, old girl who killed the old boy in an apartment, she was found guilty, and look what the fuck she got.
So, yeah.
I really got a feeling that he's not gonna really get that much time because look, they just awarded them $27 million.
That's crazy. But hey, y'all know Snowfall for to come on soon, so I'm gonna have to stab out on y'all, man. It's been real, man. Thanks for looking, subscribe, do everything, dog. Yeah. Same time next week.
Yes, sir.